Namaskar. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you all are fine. I am Sanchita. I create videos on topics associated with books. Once in a while, I also create videos on travel and festivals. I live in India. We are in March. March means almost the end of the academic session. There are exams conducted for all classes. Exams are a time to see whether whatever we have learned throughout the year, we are able to apply it or not. Regardless of the profession you choose, there is one thing you need to be really good at. It is communication. There are different ways to improve communication. One of the effective ways is by reading. Let me know what other means you used to improve your communication. This year, I have started planning my reading schedule. I generally try to read between 5 to 8 books per month, but let's see what happens when I plan it. Otherwise, it's completely random. I know I should have done this video somewhere on the 1st or 2nd of March, but at that time, I got so involved with the Count of Monte Cristo that this kept on getting shelved. I have completed it. I had created a review video for it. I'll leave the link in the description box. So the first book that I read or had planned to read in the March month is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. The second I'm reading is Pollyanna by Eleanor Porter. It's a beautiful story. Pollyanna is the story of an orphan who is sent to live with her wealthy but stern aunt, Polly. Pollyanna doesn't seem to notice how strict her aunt really is, and when she is unhappy, she simply plays her glad game taught by her father. This seems to be an interesting read. Also, it's a classic. How can I let it go? The next I have is a reread. It's Ignited Minds by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I had read it long ago. It's the journey of the writer from his childhood to his days as a scientist. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a scientist and also one of the presidents of India. The next I have is another classic, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. As it is said, hilariously picturesque, epic in scope, alive with the poetry and vigor of the American people, Mark Twain's story about a young boy and his journey down the Mississippi was the first great novel to speak in a truly American voice. I love the humor that Mark Twain creates, so I'm looking forward to it. Here I have short stories, Jataka Tales. I happened to find it in the Vadodara book fair. Jataka Tales are ancient stories written during the Buddhist times. There are lots and lots of stories. My book has approximately 100 short stories. This is very interesting. I have seen that they have a lot of life lessons. Let's see what all lessons I have for myself now. The next I have is an adventure story. That is The Ghost Ship by Clive Cussler and Graham Brown. I had read a few books by Clive Cussler, but this seems really interesting. The synopsis says, in 1909, the steamship SS Warataha and its 200 passengers and crew hit a storm and vanished without trace, never to be found. Over 100 years later, Kurt Austin barely survives a failed rescue aboard a sinking yacht, but is convinced one of the lost passengers may not have gone down with the boat. Digging a little deeper into this mystery, Kurt finds evidence of other leading scientists who have recently vanished. Who is behind these disappearances and what do they want? Looking forward to it. There is a new kind of book. I always say whenever we visit book fairs, we find the works of new authors. And this is something I discovered this time. It was Nritya Katha, Indian Dance Stories for Children by Jaya Mehta. You can see the illustration is really beautiful and the book also has beautiful illustrations. The synopsis says, this book is a collection of stories about the colorful world of Indian dances. India is the dance capital of the world with 8 classical dances as hundreds of regional dances. Through a child's intimate, magical, personal journey, The stories unravel the fascinating context of each dance form, their art, architecture, costumes, and craft. Seems interesting. These are one of the benefits of visiting a book fair. You discover authors which you wouldn't have discovered otherwise. This is my to be read list. Let me know what is your to be read list. If there's anything you want me to read, please let me know in comments. For more such videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.